So we have got a table task. You can find the fields. So this table has been there in a MySQL, and we would like to access the data from this MySQL database table within our Node.js application. So let us just create one simple Node.js application where we will implement our logic using Node.js functionality to perform CRUD operations. So the folder has been created. Let us get our Visual Code and open the same folder. Our first job inside this application is nothing but creating package.json file. So we are going to use a simple command prompt. In this command prompt, we'll use npm init command, which will ask few questions. Based on that, we will give a certain description. This all information would have been taken by this wizard and will create a package.json file for us. So I'm just writing some description for it. Okay, so let us accept this. Can you just go back and cross check in a Visual Code? There's a package.json file has been created. So our next job is now to define the dependencies which are required for building this application. So can we use our npm tool for downloading the module, which is nothing but Express. So this module is required for building REST API. At the same time, request response. If you want to handle, you always require the content of the body to be parsed. So we require body parser model and the connector, which will help us to get connected with existing your MySQL database. Now, once these models have been there, can you find number of packages has been downloaded? You really find node underscore model folder been created. Dependencies are defined package.json file automatically. So our first job is to write simple server.js file. This file will contain the logic for our Express server creation and configuration, as well as setting the code for listening mode on particular port number. We wanted to have a separate file, the file which will handle your requests mapping with their respective HTTP handlers, which we will define in a separate file. We will call that particular separate file as a controller. So here we will go back and try to add one more extra JavaScript file, which is going to have a name controller.javascript file. Okay, so this file will contain the request handlers. For example, like a get request, post request, put request, delete request. Okay, we are trying to use some kind of concept that is called separation of concern. Rather than writing all the lines of code in one particular file, it's best to separate our logic in the form of reusable functions, and these reusable functions will be kept in different files. So let us add one more separate file called mysqlconnect.javascript file. So this file will contain the connection string metadata information required to connect your existing local or remote MySQL server database. And we like to perform database related activities like insertion, updation, deletion. Okay, so we will write those all kind of functions under this data access logic layer file that is called dial.js file. Okay, so this is the way the same example which you can write in one application, one particular file can be separated in different concerns. And we would like to see that the model view controller design pattern you implement while building this simple application. So our first job is now to get that express, get that body parser, get that MySQL, correct no? Get the global object, set the configuration. Also try to write the lines of code which will help us to set this particular application in a listen mode. Okay, so here you find we have taken care of getting our express body parser. Our job is also to get here our MySQL. So configuration part to be set in a body parser which is of type JSON object by using app.use function. App.use function normally used for setting the HTTP pipeline configuration part. Okay, and we will have a separate kind of code that will be written under the separate file called router.js file for mapping. This route we will configure within our application. Our job is to now set our server in a listen mode. So apt.listen, it is the method we will use it, where we'll specify the port number, and we also register once the listen mode has been set. So we would like to show the message that server is listening on a port. So that is a separate callback function we will write here. So that is the best of writing code in a JavaScript, having like a inline part. So whichever you are comfortable, you can follow it here. Simple trying to build, where server.js file is containing simplified code, the code which is taking care of setting about configuration part. Now if this server.js file is ready, written properly, our next job is to do something that is nothing but how do I connectivity with MySQL server database. So this file, and under that we will try to define the host, the password, the user and the database information, and using connect method we will be able to get the connectivity. This is the kind of object we like to use outside of JavaScript file. So we always write module.else, and whenever they want to make it in the files, we'll always export those variables outside so that in other file we can use it. So data access logic layer logic, we will put it under dial.js file, and we will import our connection string under this file using a variable called SQL. As we are trying to create this application, we like to make it here as a business entity which is called task to be defined. So we can use a function prototype information like a concept for defining tasks, which will have task status, task date, and created when information. So that will be like a model from my MVC design pattern. Now once we define the model, our job is, for that model perspective, we like to define our operations like a create task function, okay, get task functions. So these functions will set it with this particular business entity, where you can find I'm trying to write actual code of connectivity with SQL server, MySQL, using SQL.query. We are passing our simple query, SQL query, which is nothing but your insertion query. Now if I can write this lines of code, how to write the code for getting all the tasks. So we will have a separate function get all tasks, where using SQL.query we pass our query, and successfully the data which is written we will send it further. So can I just go back and write one more extra separate function which is going to take care of the past, can you get the task. So my first parameter is always query, and second parameter is the ID, and third parameter is the callback function. Once the data is retrieved, if it is successfully retrieved, take that data and pass it further, okay, otherwise show that error. Getting? So result is really going to have that data, and for result we are passing a response object. Can you just see update code also? So your SQL query, data manipulation query has been defined, the ID has been passed, and same thing we like to implement the code for deleting the record in the table based on. So can you find this all kind of task object, we want to use it somewhere outside, so we are again exporting that object using module.export, correct? No? Great. So this is the way you really find our CRUD operations code, which is going to connect with the database, has been kept under this dial.js file. So now dial.js file is written, connections.js has been set. Our next job is to now define the controller. In the controller, we would like to write the operations for your get, post, put, delete request. So inside we are going to invoke our dial logic, okay, and we will get that object which has been exported from that file. We will write our functions like a expose.getAll, which will take always request and response as object, which is by default for any HTTP handler. So whenever you like to extract the data from coming request, you can always use REQ as a object, and you can find the body and other kind of information. And whenever you like to send data outside to this particular any other application, so we'll use send or other kind of methods. So this is the way we will write our functions for get all, for insert, as well as the similar kind of functions we like to write it for update, remove, and get by also. So I'm just copying that particular content and trying to create the functional structure, okay, where inside our job is to call our DAL logic, and based on the DAL object data is going to return to you. You will use a response object to send that data back to the caller application. So this is the way you can find we are really writing a separate code of controller, separate code of data access logic layer, separate file for connection string, and we are just linking all those things together, correct? So you can just see whenever response to be sent, we will always try to use response object, and where we will set response.json and that task object can be sent. Same thing for get by, okay? If you could see, this is the way I'm linking my DAL logic inside my controller, and these all kind of helper functions. In future, I would take care of mapping using another file. That another file we have just defined it, but we haven't written any kind of logic of code. That is called router.js. So can you just see how am I linking my DAL logic's remove code along with this controller.js exports.remove function. So any function which I write as exports.update, exports.remove, I think these functions we can use it in another JavaScript file in the same kind of server. So these all functions which are written under controller, I would be invoking inside my separate file, which is going to be something called as router.js. So I would like to define the router.js. In the router.js, my job is to take care of mapping the request of get to the get method of my controller, request of put to the put controller method. So have you seen this is the kind of syntax we always use it. See, the controller.js file has been linked together using my task controller, and this is the way once my programming work has been done very well, my job is just to come back and our node server.js command. Fantastic, it is running very good. So now my job is to test. So how to test? Use your Chrome, type the URL, and just see whether you can see all the tasks. So I'm just keeping my window properly so that I could show you very well. So here I'm typing my localhost, which is listing on port number 3000, and if I want to access that particular GET request, I'll say task. Oh, I really received the JSON array. This whole data has been captured, received from your MySQL. Even get by title also, get by ID also, I'm getting this work fantastically. So can I use our Postman tool, and using this particular Postman tool, I would be able to test my all CRUD operations. So I'm just copying this URL and trying to see whether I'm getting fantastic. So this is the way we have completed our simple demonstration about writing our application.